This is the NFL on EA Sports as we join you from the so-called Space City, Houston, Texas. Today on to Week 15 in the NFL, and we've got a good matchup in store, as it'll be the Condors of St. Louis taking on the Houston Texans. And we are underway from Houston. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They'll start on the ground with Pierce. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive, 17 yards and a first down. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
Now they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Little. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. The Texans at 11-2 now, and they've been flawless these last couple months, winners of 9 in a row.
And let's give them a ton of credit because in a league that's built on any given Sunday, any team can win. To run off this kind of a streak, this kind of a number, that's pretty darn impressive.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a... Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Ready. On first down, here's Stroud. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. But you look at this defense. They've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Now here's Stroud on 3rd down. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time. Here's Aaron Sipos out now to punt on 4th down. Devin Tompkins deep to return it. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Throwing again. Sullivan. He finds his man. Complete. That's Young. And he's got some space here. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A big play that time on the catch and run. 38 yards. What a luxury to have a tight end that can not only catch it, but then can run after the catch like that.
What was the old expression back in the good old days? And they used to carry pianos on their backs when after they caught the football. Someone would stop and bang out a tune along the way as well. But nowadays, these guys are essentially bulked up wide receivers, and they are a full part of the passing game. And we see a lot of big plays, as we just saw there.
Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and he looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
Second and goal from inside the 5. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
York able to send this one through. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring it. And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. And they'll have great field position here as the ball will be at the 15-yard line.
I'm starting to get the sense throughout the league.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. That one goes for 24 yards. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Stroud looking to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Alexander. But you look at this defense. They were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now do you just max protect on offense, keep everyone in and run, 1 or 2 receiver routes to make sure your quarterback stays up? We'll soon find out.
Cup 19.
The second down throw now from Stroud. Escaping the pressure right. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete. 1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return, and the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
Boy, somehow, someone lost that running back downfield. He had acres of space, but this ball overthrown. And that's one you've got to be able to hit on.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line.
Now, they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
Here now a 3rd down and 8. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun, Sullivan. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
On the ball. Liking 18.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. He'll let this go deep for Waddle. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Pulled in at the 24. It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And the Texans will take over. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
And they'll go on the ground. On this one, he may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
60 Maverick. Go.
Stroud on 3rd down now. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
This is taken at the 23. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Condors 3, Texans 0.
St. Louis football here to begin quarter number 2 as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Off the play fake, Sullivan. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series before you get out there. Hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Off the bootleg. Sullivan. Rush coming, and he's taken down. It'll go as a sack, a loss of 3, and in turn, it takes us to a 4th down.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
Let's go.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
From the 24 now, here's a 2nd and 8. Stroud to throw it. He finds his man, complete. That's Little. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a first down.
Ready.
He finds his man, complete. It's Little. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here. Pierce now up the middle. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
But they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Stroud sets up the play action. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 22 yards there, a first down. Stroud completes this out wide. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Got it. Ready? 18, pioneer. Ready.
Play action. Stroud now. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's 10. Touchdown. A great play there. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Texans have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's a loose football, and the Texans scoop it. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, You go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Well, it's certainly going to be a lot tougher adding a touchdown to that lead now since they're facing 2nd and 20+. Big-time sack to start the drive and put the opponent way back. Let's see what kind of play call they come up with here.
Ready.
Stroud now on 2nd down. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the...
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Sullivan. Looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Damone Clark. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Reek Woolen. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
Ready.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we're having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him over 3,000 yards passing now on the campaign.
And Brandon, nowadays your leader's usually closer to 5,000 yards on the year, but still, 3,000 yards, a good season.
And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 34-yard line. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. Operating from the gun, Sullivan. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they are going to have a first down, and they're in field goal range as well as they're down inside the 20.
Let's go now. 19 tight. 19 tight. Go.
Looking to throw. Sullivan. Throw caught by Mayer. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Texans are going to take possession here at their own 33.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, Pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with a 7-3 lead, we'll see how aggressive they want to be. Wide open receiver complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Ready. 19 Lions. Ready.
Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
65 catch.
Final play of the half, Stroud. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So a 4-point game here as we get set to resume action in this third quarter of play. Here's Devin Tompkins on the return. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been... And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick 6.
Hey, that's a great observation too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that.
Has that happened to you before?
No, I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Play action. Here's Stroud. Throw left side complete. That's Flynn. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. And now for him on the season, that is his 80th catch, and the result is a first down. Pierce takes it straight ahead. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. A shotgun snap to Stroud. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Touchdown, Texans! 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans are able to stretch out their lead. Point after here coming up. And it's 21-3.
Makes the score Texans 21. Condors 3.
Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. On the return, here's Tompkins. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Throwing on first down, Sullivan. And his throw here's incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And the Texans are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Well, there's 2 sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for them. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard, but also you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player. You have to know the situation.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other. The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. Stroud now on 1st and 10. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Again, it's Stroud. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
70 Ranger, on the ball.
Stroud. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's down into the red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15. 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. And they'll go play action here with Stroud. He finds his man, complete. It's Flynn. Touchdown! A great effort there. His second TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Texans get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. The extra point up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. On the return, here's Tompkins. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
On third down, Sullivan. That's to Waddle on the quick slant. Still on his feet. And finally wrestled down at the 11. A big play there on the catch and run. 69 yards.
Oh, my goodness. I'll tell you what. Third down. All you're thinking is, what can we do to keep this drive going to get enough yardage to move the sticks? You're certainly not thinking about taking this one almost the length of the field, but that's exactly what happens here. What a play and what a change of fortunes.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be second down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Off play action. Sullivan. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. They'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down.
Let's go now.
And that's going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another playoff. Time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Come on.
This offense so far on third down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. And it's caught. Touchdown. From 10 yards out. And the Condors are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. Now Cade York for the extra point. And this is up and good. It cuts the lead to 28-10 now. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the effort snuffed out. The Texans' hands team recovers. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be second down.
Hey, check that. Street.
On the bootleg, Stroud. He finds his man, complete. That's Flynn. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
Ready.
Give to Pierce. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. That goes for a gain of 31. Throwing now is Stroud. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Touchdown, Texans. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. So definitely a good day's work throwing the football. Very good day's work. A 4th touchdown pass as they're really pouring it on.
Yeah, and so much for going into clock mode after getting that touchdown, right? Because you would think with the lead, fourth quarter, they might actually do that. No chance. They've kept attacking and got another touchdown pass as a result.
Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
Here we go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Operating from the gun, Sullivan going up top. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
He'll go up top here for Hamler. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Back to throw again. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
The throw over the middle taken in. He'll get it inside the 20. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or two there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
That pass play good for 7, but it still brings up a 4th and goal.
Completed pass brings up a 4th down situation. Do you play analytics on this one? Well, you know, what do your analytics tell you about going for it here? I wonder what they would say.
They tell me you're down by this margin 4th quarter, you're going. Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And this Texans defense comes up with a goal line stand. On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. They'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. They go again with Pierce. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
18, pioneer.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. He finds his man. Complete. That's Little. And he's got a first down there after a gain of about 12 as the clock will stop right now for the 2-minute warning. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning.
Rig alert, rig alert. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. He finds his man. Complete. That's Flynn. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. They knew they had the free play after the penalty. They get great yardage so they can decline that penalty.
And one of the things we've seen develop more and more in recent years are teams seeing that penalty occur and still taking the big shot downfield and hoping to gain the yardage as we just saw there. They practice it, they work on it, and this time they're successful.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Well, they get to Stroud, nowhere to go, and he goes down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now Stroud. Lets one go downfield for Pierce. And that's caught inside the 35. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. They seemingly just continue to score at will. And as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win. But one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them. Because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ball game.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
On 1st down, Sullivan under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the 1st down sack.
Here we go, here we go.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. Gets around him. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little